The Vandals in 532 are not long for the world. They are in the middle of a civil war, and in real life the Byzantine Empire destroyed the kingdom 2 years later in 534. Can I keep the Vandal Kingdom together and bring it to heights never seen before? Let's start and see. Alright, so here we start with King Galimir of the Vandals, who's a decent enough character. He has no kids though, not really a good sign at all. So immediately before I even do anything, let's just get an ally, and probably him. And taking a look at this civil war, it doesn't look that bad at all, actually. He's married to a lady that's not really important. It gives him no alliance at all. His kids aren't married off, though, so theoretically, he could get 2 really strong allies and his kids. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I have a feeling that we're going to find out pretty soon here. Let's just go in and do this. Okay. I didn't realize that this was coded into this mod. I guess we're going to see. This is not looking very good. My rebellious guy here just wants a white piece. Sure, man. Honestly, that sounds pretty good to me. Except that, and now it's going to be full focus on this. And I think I actually will win this. Luckily enough, the mod hasn't called in the Eastern Roman Empire to fight me. All that guy got was some special soldiers. So, all I need to do is keep on attacking them, and I should win this pretty easily. Oh, speak of the devil. A surprising victory. And now we should be safe for now, except for the fact that my guy's about to die. And apparently our succession law is house seniority. That's pretty cool. I barely ever play with house seniority, so it'll be different at least, I guess. Before our king dies, let's do some reconquering over here. Him. And then him afterwards. Just forgot to record. Amazing. I got him. I vassalized him. That sucks. That sucks pretty bad. I really don't want to vassalize him because all my vassals really hate me already. So having more issues to deal with definitely isn't that helpful. Rest in peace to Galimir. He did his job. Now we're playing as Amatus, the lion. All I can do at this point is just hope that factions don't pop up, because I'm kind of scared of this independence faction right now. I guess my Sardinian friend wants round 2. He can have it. Will he win though? No, he's not going to win this. Okay, stability should be good for now. So, in my last video, I increased Black Death to being like every once in a while instead of just one time. And I increased Plague frequency to being often. And I forgot to turn it off. I guess in this video, I'm going to be playing on hard mode. The Black Death started in Constantinople in 541 in the start. Or in the save, I guess. The Black Death is over, and the Eastern Roman Empire has lost all its land except its land in the Balkans. The Eastern Romans are screwed. There's absolutely no chance for a comeback. They're done for. A weaker Eastern Roman Empire means a much stronger Vandals, so I'm happy about this. This god of my west is super just low in troop count. I'd be an idiot not to take this. Nice. It's really the same story for this guy here too. I've just been really lucky so far. Even Morocco fell apart too, so I guess I'll just take him out too. There we go. I'm kind of thinking that having the Black Death on by accident actually kind of helped me a little bit. It's probably why my fellow neighbors over here completely just fell apart. It was kind of an unexpected outcome. I'm not going to complain though. This is gonna suck pretty bad, but I think it's smart to hold off on doing any wars until I can form this kingdom here. I forgot where it does show, but I'm pretty sure there is a debuff in like the faction menu that happens, because the guys aren't de jure your kingdom. Alright, there's that. And let's do this. 1, 2, and 3. Provence is weak and independent. Let's take advantage and get a little port over there in France. Well, that was easy. Nice. There are so many people to go after, it's honestly hard to stop. I should soon, but I mean, look at this. 500 troops, all of Sicily. I just can't resist. Rest in peace to King Amatus. Now we're playing as King Gibamund, who's actually okay. Okay enough, I guess. He doesn't have any male kids though, and that's kind of becoming a problem because there's only 2 more male heirs in my entire house. If he dies and he dies, this is over. Is it male only though? Okay, it's just male preference, so it could work out. Here's this, by the way. So I can proclaim a new law, which just gives me insane cultural acceptance buffs It gives me this, which is okay enough. This cultural acceptance will really help me out. I was at like 10%, 20% around here. Now I'm at like 70, 80. It's definitely a step up. I'm not gonna complain at all. I just gotta keep on expanding. Let's take out Genoa. Everything's been surprisingly easy so far. I guess it does help that basically the entirety of Europe, just Northern Africa, has been super unconsolidated. I've been brainstorming on what I want to do with this video. I think what I'm going to do is push into Africa instead of pushing into Europe, just because I feel pushing into Europe is a little too predictable. While like pushing into Africa is something you probably wouldn't do as the Vandals. So yeah, my neighbor to the south of me is super weak. Let's take him out. Okay, this is ridiculous. Now it looks like I'm cheating because somehow I've kind of just married into this house. But this is just unrealistically lucky. Like, I just fell into this. I'm not going to show every single conquest I do this video, it's just way too much. I'll probably do 80 wars this entire video, and there's just no shot in hell I'm recording all those. And of course, this lady wants her land back. A huge debuff in conquering the lands I actually want to conquer is that all these guys are tribal, so they just get massive advantages in troop counts. Well, I'm just kind of screwed. Will this be winnable? Let's see. Yeah, probably. Okay, easy enough. And all their lands split apart. Let's go in and take them out. Let's do this. Gebamund is dead at 77 from old age. Now we're playing as King Guntarith, which is a pretty cool name. And I'm immediately getting a rival. That's great. I kind of feel like King Guntarith's reign is not going to go very well. There's that, by the way. Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. How? So now I have Egypt and Italy under my house. Or, eventually going to be under my house. Just due to, like, just basically luck. Like, I haven't killed anybody to get this done. I might try to take their lands at some point, but like I said, I kind of want to push into Africa instead. So I might just leave them to do their own thing without me. And like I predicted, I'm going to be facing a Liberty faction here pretty soon. We're looking pretty good on the map now, look at us. We're definitely not to be messed with. It's finally time to form an empire title here. How long did it take me? 62 years? Not too bad, actually. I will need a rename, though. There's no chance in hell I'm keeping it the Empire of Libya. There we go, back to form. It's finally time to start pushing the sub-Saharan nations. It took a little bit, but at least we're doing it, I guess. House seniority is kind of just screwing me over at this point. My player heir is a Chalcedonian or Chalcedonian Egyptian guy. Let's switch to Confederate partition. And now my son is gonna inherit instead. I don't know when I'm gonna stop conquering over here. Probably not anytime soon. All these guys to my west are just super unconsolidated. A dissolution faction must have just happened. You already know my plan. That looks better. My wife has a claim on the Duchy of Barcelona. I mean, there you go, wife. I'm trying to switch up my culture, and for some reason Afro-Roman keeps on taking over my culture and just getting rid of Vandal in my capital. I don't really get it. I'm not promoting Afro-Roman there, so it's like, why does it keep on coming back? But regardless, I can do one Holy War for Kingdom right now, so let's do that. And then at some point I'll try to get by the sword, I guess. So I can do by the sword now, and out of all my traditions, I would say quarrelsome is definitely my worst one. Having this disloyal trait and having control growth minus 40% definitely doesn't make up for just having the conquest CB. All the people I'm going to be conquering are going to be of hostile faith, so like I don't need it. Yeah, quarrelsome is definitely my worst one. In only 3 years, too. That's pretty good. By the sword is ours. My guy's about to die, so I don't really care about this piety debuff. Or this devotion penalty, I mean. Let's just do this. Alright, man. The first of many. I've also noticed that the mod creators took out the gold mines over here in Mali. I know that the start is obviously before 867 or 1066, but I'm sure they had a reason to, but I'm just kind of curious about it. King Guntarith is dead. Now I'm playing as King Hildirix. And what I think I'm going to do is end the video whenever he dies. Just like, whatever progress I get, that's it. Okay, I was kind of wondering if this was going to happen, and we might be screwed. It's probably not even a maybe. It's probably a we are. We are screwed. Because it's not going to take too long for him to turn his eyes towards me and try to kill me. Luckily enough, the Sassanids, or this Khosrau Empire, is decently strong, so he might be able to fend him off, but it's not looking too good for me. Oh my god, it is not getting better. At this point, I'm really just waiting for the inevitable. I can vassalize her? Sure, why not? Oh yeah, him too. Obviously, this guy up here, and then her. Before I be an absolute idiot and let my realm just completely collapse, I'm gonna offer my son up as a hostage. Yeah, here we go. Sorry, son. It has to be this way. With that worry out of the way, let's go back to conquering. And of course, this is the way this video is gonna end. This BS. Well, there we go, I guess. I am gonna let the game run for an extra 100 years, just AI, because I want to see what the Rationans actually do, but I would say our goal is more than completed. The Vandals have definitely left a bigger mark in history, compared to real life. 161 counties, a lot of troops. We also have our house on Egypt's throne. Not Italy's though, due to the succession, just Gothic elective, we were thrown out of power there. Taking a look at the rest of the world, the rest of Africa isn't that interesting at all. Iberia is split up between the Suevi and Carthagenesis, which is a pretty cool name. The rest of Europe has hideous borders. Nobody looks really good. Denmark's doing decent. He's a standout in the Isles. This one, Duchy of Tarica, has been around for a really long time. And their kingdom is pretty cool looking. The Eastern Romans have semi-recovered from their absolute just obliteration. And the Kingdom of Asia is by far the strongest guy out of the Byzantine breakaways. The Persian Empire is doing alright right now, but the Rashidun are definitely gonna kill them. Nobody really stands out in India, or does this half of the world at all. So yeah, let's let the game run for another 100 years and see what happens. My only prediction is that the Rashidun are definitely gonna get bigger. Okay, I'm definitely glad I recorded there. This world has become disgusting. So the most eye-catching thing is obviously the Rashidun Caliphate owns all the Balkans, all the ex-Byzantine lands, and Italy. Since they couldn't take the lands over here, they just said screw it and just went up to Italy instead. And they're still taking out this land too, by the way. They're not even done. He doesn't nearly have as much troops as he used to have, but he's still probably the strongest guy by far. I'm just gonna try to speed through this really quick. This guy's pretty big. France is broken free from Denmark, and Piklin has taken out the one guy in the Isles over here. Lithuania is a new guy on the map, and he actually reformed his faith too somehow, so good for him. The Eastern Roman Empire is just basically Romania, kind of, which is super funny. Alania was taken over by the Muslims. He must have broke free from them somehow. The Sassanids are done for, it is so over for them. And then we have this one Mongol guy up here too. In religions, our faith took over the majority of Western Africa here. The Muslims are huge on the map, and Chalcedonian has really fallen apart in its relevance. So yeah, there we go. If you guys have any other ideas for videos, just let me know, and thank you for watching.